Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mark Shelf Space, and today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends House of X Cyclops from the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave. So stick around and let's check him out. Alright, welcome back. Real quick, before we break him out of the box, we'll take a look at the box. Here's the side art. Cyclops got his I-beams ready to go. Take a look at the back. And here's the back of the box. You see you've got the other 6 figures from the wave: Wolverine, Charles Xavier, the Omega Sentinel, Marvel Girl, Moira McTaggart, and Magneto. Each of those, except Wolverine, has a piece of the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure, so you can put the figure together. So let's go ahead and crack Cyclops out of the box. So Cyclops comes with a couple accessories and a Build-A-Figure part for the Tri-Sentinel. So here's the arm for the Tri-Sentinel. He comes with the left arm here. So you can take a look at it. Got some nice purple hue to it. The silver and the black for the hands there. You got a little detailing around where the robot bicep and tricep area would be here on the arm. We'll put that together later. He also comes with an extra head. This is the I'm shooting beams out of my eyes head, and he comes with the beams to shoot out of those eyes. So put them in here. Take a look at them. It's a decently long beam. If any of you are familiar with the retro wave Cyclops from the X-Men Classics retro stuff, this is the same head and beam sculpt. Alright, so here we'll look at a side-by-side of Cyclops in the Marvel Legends action figure form compared to how he looks in the new X-Men comics. So you can see Hasbro nailed the suit pretty well. You've got the dark blue base here with the light blue tones over top of the suit here. The lines around the neck, very similar to what you see in the comics there, and then down the chest, on the arms, and on the legs. They've got the lines going in all the right directions, and it looks pretty spot on. The only thing I don't see in this picture, and this could be, you know, just this specific piece of art here, I don't see on the legs here where the stripes are on the suit. I noticed on the Magneto figure, one of the artists, Chichetto, drew him with the lines going the wrong way on the legs. So sometimes artists take a little liberty. We also see the belt on Cyclops here. It looks slightly different. The pouches aren't brown, the pouches are gray in the picture, and he doesn't have the X symbol. And speaking of Magneto, here are the two figures next to each other. And you can see between them they share similarities. So on the legs here, these are just straight reuses for each other with the paint lines. And the top half of the leg right above the shin here. Magneto's got a little different footwork and shin pieces than Cyclops does, but the legs are the same, and as I mentioned, the lines here are the same. And the belts, at a glance, they look probably almost the same, but when you look up close, there are some slight differences. So here you can see the pouches. The pouches on Cyclops are slightly larger than those on Magneto, and I think Magneto's are just cut out here, whereas Cyclops pouches are not cut, they're more attached together. And then the torso here, this looks the same to me. The arms are slightly different in that Magneto's got his bicep piece here. You see it comes with this peg where the elbows come together with the forearms, but that's not visible here on Cyclops. They did use some of the same parts, but they are not exactly the same. Take a look at Cyclops' head here. They've got his eyepiece sculpted on pretty well. See, he's got pieces here that cover the ear. He's got the red beam across the eyes here. And the same on the other side. I do like the face sculpt here. It definitely captures Cyclops' personality very well. He doesn't joke, he's just stern-faced. Paint lines on the figure are pretty clean. I don't see any QC issues, at least with my figure here. The lines are straight, and I like that. Let's take a look at the gauntlets here. Again, the gauntlets, when compared to Magneto here, they are similar, but not the same. You see Magneto has bevels around his gauntlets running horizontal. Cyclops has bevels on his gauntlet running parallel here. So again, very similar, but not the same. The only thing that really bothers me about this figure is the feet. So he got these stubble feet that just, I don't think they fit well on him. And I wish Hasbro could have given him a different foot. So for comparison here, we'll use Magneto again. See Magneto's feet, he's got a wider, longer boot, where Cyclops just has a shorter, stubbier boot foot. I don't like the short, stubby feet like this, just because I think it's a little harder to get the figure to stand. When he has a longer, wider foot, there's just more of a base for the figure to stand. So I like that in the figures. That's the only disappointment about this figure. You can take a look at the articulation here. The neck. He looks back. He looks forward, and he looks around. The butterfly is wide and closed. The joints they're stiff, but they're the good stiffness. See, he bends at the torso here. He doesn't bend back that far. I don't want to break him, but forwards pretty well. He spins. He's got the leg breaks at the top of the thigh. You got the knees. Breaks at the just below the knees by the shin here, and then the feet. They move back and forth, and they pivot side to side. Just not my favorite feet. All right, and here he is with the I-beam piece and the alternate head. So remember, the primary head here comes with the closed beam slot. The alternate one has the open beam slot here where you can slide it in. I don't have my tape measure on me, but I'd estimate this is probably about 3.5 inches long. I do think this is a pretty cool piece to have with Cyclops. Definitely adds a little dynamic to the figure to be able to shoot out I-beams, you know, put him in an action pose. That's pretty cool. I like that. And here's the head with the beam removed. And for comparison here, this head is just reused from the retro Cyclops head here. A little different colors. So these beams coming out of his eyes here are definitely a little more red in tone, where these are a little more fuchsia in tone. But same head sculpt. And for anyone wondering if Cool Guy Head Summers fits on the body, it does. I think it looks alright. If you want to display him with his mask off, looking like he's ready to go stroll the beach. So that's my review for House of X Cyclops from the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave. Hope you guys like it. It was short and sweet. Not a lot to this figure other than the alternate head. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, leave me some comments, and I will be working on the next videos for the other figures from this wave. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.